Sideline cars are controlled articular rotations. We're gonna hit kind of the major joints in the body and kind of wake them up. I'm gonna show 1 repetition. Ideally, you're gonna do 3. Each successive repetition, I want you to get tighter and tighter. Ideally, you're gonna be moving the whatever joint at 30% for the first rep, 50% for the second rep, 70% for the third rep. If I'm moving the joint at 30%, I need to lock my body down at 50%. For the sideline posture, I want to get nice and stacked with my hips and my shoulders. Imagine your back is up against the wall. Don't change your posture. We're going to start with the shoulder. You're going to lock your elbow. We want to see shoulder joint independence. So I want my scap to move on its own. I'm going to protract as far forward as I can or punch forward. Slowly roll up towards my ear. Pinch behind my back. Pull my shoulder down towards my hip socket. Punch forward. I want to reverse it from here. I'm going to pull down to the hip socket, pinch behind my back, up to the ear, punch forward. That's 1 in each direction. Glenohumeral joint. Start my hand at my side. I'm going to lift all the way up. I'm going to go full flexion, bicep near the ear. From here, I'm going to rotate my elbow towards the ceiling. I'm going to reach and rotate behind me as far as I can. Rotating that elbow, trying to point it forward again. My palms should be facing up towards the ceiling. I come back up into extension as high as I can go. Rotate my thumb, back around, bicep to the ear, and back down. Sit our T-spine. I'm going to pull my chin forward and pull into flexion as much as I can without rounding my low back. From here, I side bend. I crunch through my ribs. I rotate as far as I can go, and I roll back into extension. I side bend, rotate, pull forward again, okay? T-spine is going to be a little goofy. Hip, last one. I like to use this hand as an anchor. Straighten my legs up. I like to lift both legs slightly off the ground. My top leg's doing the work. Pull forward up into flexion as high as you can go. Take your shin and your knee as high as you can towards the ceiling. It's abduction. Feel the groin stretch, feel the glute contraction. Axis rotations at kneecap. I'm going to internally rotate the hip, which is going to take my foot backwards slightly. Once I hit in range, you'll know because that hip is going to start to cramp. Start to drop the knee and carve out space in the hip capsules. We kick back into extension. Once I'm in full extension, I pull back up into abduction, pull the knee and ankle back around into flexion, drive the leg straight down, and then I would do the other side. Straddle position, we'll hit T-spine cars. So, grab on the shoulder, tuck, rotate, side bend, roll into extension, side bend left, rotate, flex, reverse it, rotate left, side bend, roll into extension, side bend right, rotate right, crunch. Rotate to the right as much as you can. Pull the toes back, rotate the pinky toe up, gas pedal down, rotate the big toe in, pull the toe up, back to neutral. Big toe in, gas pedal down, pinky toe out, up, neutral. Pinky toe out, gas pedal down, big toe in, up, neutral, big toe in, gas pedal down, pinky toe out, up, neutral. Switching sides. Pinky toe out, gas pedal down, big toe in, up to neutral, big toe in, gas pedal down, pinky toe out, up, neutral, pinky toe out, gas pedal down, big toe in, up, neutral, big toe in, gas pedal down, pinky toe out, up, neutral. Do some passive range lifts. Flex forward as much as you can, find an in-range stretch, okay? Once you found that, back out about 10 to 15 degrees. What we're gonna do, screw your palms in, sniff in a bunch of air, start to get really tight, use your abdomen, use your quad, use your hip flexor, lift, and you're gonna hold for a 5 count. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,005, bring the leg down. Let's switch sides, rotate over. Once again, find in-range stretch, back out 10 to 15 degrees, screw the palms in, get tight, and lift. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,005. Good job. Pull the knees in. Ideally, we should be able to sit here without putting our hands back. If needs be, go ahead and put your hands back. We're gonna work on from bear split 90-90 transitions. So I'm gonna pull my right knee down to the floor. This leg is gonna internally rotate, this is gonna externally rotate. Pulling, and I control down. From here, glue this knee into the ground, push the right knee down, start to peel the left knee up until I peel that right leg up, transition back to bear, and we'll switch sides. Drive the left leg down, peel the right knee up, and transition back to bear until we hit the other side again. 10 reps here. Two. Three. Four. And that would be 5. That'd be 10 total, 5 on each. So from here, we'll transition into figure 4. Pull the right knee up, internally rotate, drive that leg back, and try to bring that leg as far back as you can. Flex your belly button over your shin as much as you can. Hands behind the head. Pinch your shoulder blades, lift the elbows as high as you can, and let's lift the hands off the head. Breaking at the elbows, hinge out to a Y pattern. From here, rotate your thumbs down, bring the hands behind the back. Break at the elbows, hands up the back. Back out to the X posture. Thumbs up, back to your Y. Hands behind the head. Transition. Let's go back to our bear sit. Pick up the left leg. Kick it back behind you. Rotate over to that figure 4 as best you can. Try to bring the belly button to that mid shin. From here, hands behind the head. Pinch the shoulder blades, lift the elbows, lift the hands up. Break at the elbow, out to the Y. Thumbs down, travel that X. Break at the elbow, hands up the back as high as you can go. Back down to that X. Thumbs up to the Y. Break at the elbow, hands behind the head. Excellent job. Bring it back to bear sit. Let's hit our scaps. Once again, work on holding posture, lock those elbows. Let's go 3 reps. Reverse directions. Put our hands behind our back. We can even go hips off the ground if you want to load this. And let's go 3 repetitions. Awesome. Total body warm-up.
Go for it.
Watch out. With a kettlebell.
Go.
Kettlebell snatch. Kettlebell snatch. Clean and jerk. Can you do a push-up? Let me show modification. Push up. On object row.
Go for it.
Tuck the pelvis. Shoulders slightly off the ground. Harder variation. Hollow. Dips. A little harder modification.